let's do a quick little reading. So I got this message, and it said, you are becoming aware of what is. But that doesn't mean that that is where you need to stay. Okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Being aware that it's time to move forward. Being aware that you're in this transitional period, that things are moving right now in your world. And a lot of people have been feeling very apathetic with what they're experiencing in their life right now. Just the feeling of complete dissatisfaction, right? Like there's nothing physically wrong in your reality, or maybe there are things physically wrong that you're becoming aware of. But it's just this nagging, aching feeling of dissatisfaction. You're becoming aware of what is. Your guides want you to not numb out this feeling of dissatisfaction. Do not try and numb out this feeling of going through the dark night of the soul, because you are being transformed through harnessing the rage, the anger, the frustration, harnessing that energy and using it to transmute your life as you're going through this process of what is new to come, okay? Because you see there is a greater vision. There's a feeling, a sense that there's something out there that is more for you. Could be something physically that you need to attain or that you desire to attain so that you can feel like you are truly secure. Okay? And this is going to require you to make an agreement with yourself. It is time for you to start making agreements with yourself. And understand that you have to claw your way out of this dark place that you are currently in. You have to literally, I was on TikTok today and this girl was talking about how she felt like her ancestors were saying you have to crawl through the dirt. Our ancestors climbed through the dirt. Okay? So if you feel like you're in this dark place right now, you are in a dark place, but you must climb through the dirt. I'm like literally seeing like fingers in the soil and just like ripping apart the soil, ripping apart the bullshit, ripping apart this hard time that you are going through. And I know it is so hard to endure when you see so much wrong with the world. But you are being guided to climb and crawl, like get the dirt under your nails, like just like, oh, it's just so much grit, just so much like, ugh. Okay, it's like harnessing this deep rage when you feel this dissatisfaction. We're being asked to crawl through this dirt right now. It's not easy, okay? It is not easy. But why are we crawling through the dirt? Because there's community on the other side of this darkness that we are experiencing. There's meeting your tribe, there's meeting your people, there's meeting people. For some of us, we feel like we do not belong. Nobody gets us. Nobody understands us. This world is so corrupt. I don't want to be here. I'm not from here. But what is on the other side of crawling through the dirt, crawling through the dark night of the soul? Community. And look, look at this. 5-4. Okay? There's a progression to this. Okay? And you also have to be aware of these, I don't want to say they're trickster spirits, but just these energies that want you to get caught up in this like energetic low vibrational things that are happening. Like I was on TikTok today and I had to get off the internet because I was like, I am seeing so much wrong with the world and it's really shaping your perception. If you're somebody who goes down rabbit holes of like, what's wrong with the world? What's going on next? What's wrong? You're muddying up your energetic field. It's making it harder to create the life you want because you're so consumed with the muck that everyone else has created. So yes, it's okay to be aware of the injustice of the world, but understand this is all just yucky, mucky mess that other people have created with their life force energy. And if you want to start intentionally creating your life, you have to step away from the icky, yucky, mucky stuff that you're seeing being projected out into the world stage, and you have to take back your power by taking back your energy. This is how you're going to get through this dark night, this dark period that you might be experiencing, okay? Because what's in your near future? People finally giving you your flowers, people finally acknowledging the greatness that is you, okay? You just have so much to offer the world, but it's very hard to offer this so much to the world because you're not getting to live in your integrity, because you feel like you have to do these things that society, that the matrix wants you to do. But the truth is, you just have to be true to yourself, and that is when you get your flowers. When you start living in integrity with yourself, with who you know yourself to be, with who you know you came here to be. For me, I know I've been getting the feeling like I just want to be so far removed from society. Like I want to be in the jungle. I want to be in the woods. Like I don't even want to be around people. Like that's just my vibe right now. And like the guides are saying, okay, cool. If that's what you want, whatever it is that you want, live in integrity. People will start to notice you, will see you when you are living your truth, when you're living in integrity. Okay? So your ship is coming in. Your ship is coming in. And it's bringing with you material abundance. Okay? It's bringing new luck. Okay? You are about to see the shore. If you feel like you've been out stranded, kind of just like off to yourself in this crazy world, just off stranded, land is coming. Okay? Land is coming. Luck is coming. But this also will require you to put your defenses up a little bit, because right now is a period of energetic warfare. It's a period of spiritual warfare, especially if you haven't been mentally happy. Understand that you are under spiritual attack. And it doesn't have to be scary, but it's just the truth. When you feel depressed and unhappy, when you get these voices in your head telling you to do all types of crazy things, understand that this is spiritual attack. This is a spiritual war going on. And so what is required is that you get your defenses up. Okay, you see this little cat is sharpening its blade, right? So it's like, don't let evil be done unto you. If you feel like something is trying to mess with you, trying to keep you depressed, trying to keep you sad, you need to start using your authority and your voice and demanding that it stop, demanding that it cease, demanding that you will no longer be a target for these spiritual attacks. Say you're not going to participate in it anymore. And how else do you get your spiritual defenses up? It is so important what you are feeding yourself. So being aware of what you are consuming with your eyes and with your ears and even with your mouth. Being extremely aware of what you're consuming. Because the things that you are consuming are having an effect on how you are creating in this reality. This one I wanted to flip over. I want to see what it is. I love this. So we're all so deserving of this beautiful Empress energy. This energy of relaxing, of just getting to lavish in, the world. The world wasn't meant to be this ugly place, right? And I know so many of us, we feel just so exhausted. We're tired of going to work. We're tired of holding these burdens. We're tired of being messed with on the physical plane. Like we're just so tired, just so exhausted. And so the message and advice with this is Start prioritizing how you parent yourself, how you nurture yourself, how you love for yourself, how you care for yourself. Okay? And I don't feel like we are done with this period of darkness, sadness, feeling like we're mourning or grieving. But really what's going on is we're grieving the end of this old chapter in our life. We're grieving it. People you've had to let go of in the past, people that you're being called to let go of now. You're grieving the old version of yourself that you used to be. You're grieving the old idea of what you thought the world was. Like, it's a very like somber feeling to have to open your eyes to what is. It can feel like very disheartening. So it's like a feeling of grief, you know, a feeling of, this sucks. These growing pains suck. Me having to retake control and reclaim my life, it kind of sucks. It kind of hurts. It kind of is exhausting. When am I going to get to take a break? For some people out there, a divine partnership is coming together. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it can be romantic for some people. But you're not going to be alone to carry this burden. And I think that's what makes living so hard sometimes, is not having somebody to share the pain with, not having somebody to share the hardships with. But after you, and it comes right after this period of grieving, so you have to get yourself in a good energetic place so that you can reopen to receiving whatever this new partnership that is coming in. Because when this new partnership comes in, it's going to be so much easier to just like finally exhale. Just finally exhale. But it takes you going through this period of darkness and dealing with your inner demons and dealing with this inner turmoil, getting yourself back up to a high frequency, rebuilding yourself up after having to tear everything apart. I have one last card. Okay, so this is just a promise at the end of the tunnel. And they're saying your boat is coming. It's coming. Your guides are aware that it's been really hard. It's been really tough. Like, there's just been so many burdens, so much baggage, so much to crawl through. But once you are reopened to receiving help, it's about receiving help. Understanding that you don't have to carry this burden alone anymore. The last card is like, it is like a resurrection or a revival, coming back from the grave or from the dead. Okay, so if you haven't felt yourself lately, if you feel like you've been really suffering in your human experience, understand that underneath all this layers of guck and shit and being beat down and feeling so hurt, so like why isn't God taking care of me? Why is life so hard? Why is this? Why is it? Why is it? Why is it? It's like being beat down to the point of death so that you can be rebirthed. It is a very brutal rebirth, but it is a rebirth nonetheless. And so a lot of us have already been experienced this being beat down by life, being beat down by the system, being beat down by our emotions, by being energetically just so unhappy. I'm hearing that we've been beaten down to be rebuilt up, and now is the season and period of our resurrection. So it's happening now. The tables are turning, the tides are turning. This is the transitional process we've been going through. If you've been feeling it, this is what is happening. You will not be alone for much longer, but remember, you have to open yourself back up to the support and help of somebody else who is going to be there for you and be there with you to help to carry this burden of life with you. And so that's what I see is coming up. And I don't know, it's very heavy energy, but it's also, again, it's like the final nail in the coffin. And then when you're finally like, I can't take any more of this, I'm legit dead. That is when the revival, the resurrection happens. And that's what I see. Bye.